offensively is where I'm really intrigued, though, because it was so unpatriot-like a year ago, and I want to see Cam succeed. I'm really intrigued to see what you think about having those two tight ends and how that matchup is so difficult to defend for these defenses.
Absolutely. So if you know me, I had to cover a lot of tight ends in my career as an outside. And I always say when I'm coaching that they're the mismatch, right?
Yeah.
Tight ends are the mismatch to any defense. They dictate how we set our defense, right? When you know which one the strong side of it is, they dictate how we set our defenses. And number one, it stretches them out so it can protect the quarterback. So you have a longer time for the D line to get there if they stay in and block, right? So that will help Cam Newton with some of the, helping him stay a little healthier. We know he's a quarterback who has taken a lot of sacks throughout his career. So if they stay in, that's going to extend, right, his ability to make plays. But also those tight ends. I mean, tell me who you want to cover them. A safety?
Yeah.
Maybe. Who? Okay. And then a linebacker. Linebacker really is, a lot of the times coverage is their number two job, right? It's first step forward and run game second. So then you're going to put them with one of the most devastating size speed combinations. Yeah, they may not be as fast as some of the wideouts, but really, really hard to match up. And having it in both sides gives them a lot of flexibility and a lot of things that they could do both with their run game and with their pass game. I am really interested to see what this offense looks like. And Brady, Belichick, always that tight end connection. So look for them to be huge, huge parts of the offense and to figure in quite a major way.
Like you said, the comparison, it has to be there from back in 2011, 2012. Gronk, Hernandez, that tight end set that they had was dynamic, two of the best tight ends at that time. And now they're trying to build a similar thing with the added dimension of Cam Newton. How will their offense change now with the two tight ends? But then the added element, it's not Brady, right? It's Cam Newton. So you can run and use different personnel sets that way.
Absolutely. So, the challenge that a defense faces when they have a mobile quarterback like Cam Newton, right? First of all, he's like a tight end build anyway, right? He's a massive guy. So the matchup that you have for him is already a tough one. And because of his mobility, you essentially have to pull a spy to him. You have to respect his mobility, right? So that pulls one of your coverage guys, out of that game and makes him essentially, a spy, right? So you just took one out. Now you have two big tight ends who can either beat you by releasing off the line of scrimmage or be devastating blocks to help seal the edge for a Cam Newton. So you're going to see them get really creative, and defenses are going to have a hard time accounting for all those threats, right? Because you still have whatever your running back threat is. You have Cam Newton as a running threat, so you have to respect that. Your tight ends can either release or stay in and block, so they can shift that dynamic. And oh, by the way, you're going to have some wideouts as well. So look for it to be multiple. Look for them to stretch plays out, right, with width to be able to then get the edge, because the tight ends give you an advantage there as well.
Yeah, and then you add Nelson Aguilar on top of that, who averaged over 18 yards per catch this year. People remember him as Mr. Drop with the Eagles, but he became a legitimate wide receiver down the field for John Gruden. So that's another dimension you have to watch out for.
Absolutely. I think they're right now, all I can picture is the mad scientist. They're in the lab. They're like, and they're not done yet, right?
They're not
done yet.
They're coming with more.